Let's talk a little bit about our fund. Our main positions are Ecodiesel and Inepar. Okay, Ecodiesel is ECOD3 and Inepar is IEINEP4. Okay, Ecodiesel is the biodiesel company and Inepar is the Brazilian by far largest engineering company for the oil industry. I would bet these two companies would fivefold in the Brazilian market. Okay, this is another very interesting point I would like to raise here. The mind difference between Brazilians and foreigners in the stock market, for the stock market. Why the foreigners were the biggest winners since this long bullish period of the stock market? Because Brazil does not have history in the stock market. The Brazilian mind, the Brazilian equity mind is an equity mind of finding deep in the value companies in the stock market to buy, and that's it. The guys that played in the Brazilian stock market in the 60s and in the 70s and did fortunes, their mind, and still now their mind is to buy cheap, to buy things, to buy companies below their intrinsic value. And that's it. This is not a mindset. This is not a winning mindset for a bullish period. Okay? The US, mainly the US investors, they have, because of this 100-year stock market experience, they have the most the fittest. They have the fittest mind for bullish periods. They consider growth. They care for the outlooks, and this is a very subtle difference between the Brazilian minds and the foreigners' minds. But the foreigners are the US, mainly the US investors. They are more likely to understand how to value, how to price in growth, how to price in a good outlook for the industry the company is playing in. And the Brazilian, their mindset is only to buy deep in the value companies, intrinsic value, or the companies that hedge, the companies that have a huge cost of substitution, or companies which intrinsic value is much bigger than the current market price. And now we don't have too many options, and since the beginning of the bullish cycle, we never had so many options of deep in the value, explicitly cheap companies in Brazil. That's why the Brazilians are losing ground for the foreigners here in Brazil. I think it will take 3 to 5 years to change this. I think it would take more than 5 years maybe to change this. This year, Brazilians didn't win, especially institutional Brazilians didn't win in the stock market. Since 2002, the biggest winners are the foreigners. And this is likely to continue in the next 5 years, I would say. Okay, last few words about the high frequency industry. The high frequency industry in Brazil is about to explode. It's about to grow. It's about to grow quickly here in Brazil. All the business plan of the BMF Bovespa is based on this high frequency. In Brazil, we don't have it. The BMF Bovespa is standardizing products, is incorporating technology in order to make it viable. Here in Brazil, we have some good names, some good mathematicians like João Carlos Prandini. He's building now a high frequency company, Tech Trading. I think this is a sign. This indicates that 2010 might or maybe the year for the high frequency industry in Brazil. In order for that to happen, the stock market has to calm down. But I think in 2010 or 2011, the name of the game will be high frequency industry here in Brazil. Okay, so you get used to this idea, you start searching for algo traders. Okay.